It's time to continue our walk into the industrialization journey of the Nigerian economy on BOI Weekly. Our first stop on this episode is at Ojo area of Lagos, where water transportation has been reorganized for better. So heading to the heart of Lagos Island from there is just a matter of minutes. The waterways of Ebute Ojo in Ojo local government area in the Badagry area of Lagos now wears a different look, with the attention of the state government focused on it. A jetty has been constructed and water transportation given a formal structure. The facility here includes car park and retail facilities, giving an avenue to Lagosians to enjoy the intermodal transport master plan of the state. The launch has brought individuals of different social class who will benefit in one way or the other from this. The Governor Babatunde Fashola is a special guest of the event, while the Managing Director of the Lagos State Waterways Authority, Yinka Marino, is the host. He convinces his guests of the benefit of this project, one of which is 30-minute ride to the island instead of the long wasted man-hours spent in traffic on the road.
It will improve the social economic activities like employment opportunities, make easier trade exchange, commercial activities in the Ojo local government area, Oriade local government area, which are all along the Badagry Express Road corridor of Lagos State. There should be seamless movement of movements, goods and services from all major markets along Badagry Expressway corridor like the Alaba Market, the Trade Fair, and all these to the Central Business District in Lagos Island, Lekki and Apapa.
He also anticipates questions on health and security risks.
The jetty and terminal are equipped with 4 dump facilities which will be managed by reputable law firms to ensure adequate mitigation of health and safety and environmental standards. The procurement of 2 armored patrol boats will help assist in patrol, search and rescue missions along our waterways, thereby making it safer to travel along the waterways.
For the special guest, it's another fulfillment of his policy statement.
Very happily, very proudly, I am pleased to tell you that our journey to developing water transportation is increasing day by day. Today, the ridership on the Lagos waterways by ferries and water taxis has increased from a few hundred about 2-3 years ago. We are now recording ridership of about 1.7 million passengers monthly on Lagos waterways. And that number will increase as we hand over this jetty, the Ebute Ojo ferry terminal today, and we are moving to the next one even today to hand over the Jego-Ekpa floating terminal.
This is another fruit of the public-private partnership.
Part of the contract to build this terminal was to have an access road that connects back to the Badagry Expressway. So if you're coming from the Ojo area, Alaba Market is nearby. So if you're coming from that end and you're going to the Central Business District of Lagos, that's Marina, VI, or Ikoyi, it takes you about 30 minutes by boat from this junction to get over there. So you can see the shortened time in terms of traffic that has been happening. And this is part of the plans to move away some of our chaotic road traffic and move some people into water transportation. For those people who are in these environs of Ojo, all the way down to the Badagry axis, with the Jego-Ekpa floating jetty as well being commissioned, this would ease the congestion on the roads.
One private sector which is directly involved is Proforce, makers of the armored boat, which will be used for securing the waterways.
In any means of transportation, you have to be very careful about your speed. You have to be very careful. You have to wear safety gadgets, and you have to make sure that you are going at the designed speed. it's supposed to be going at 14 knots, so you have to make sure you're going at design speed anywhere you go to. It's all armored, so I mean, security-wise, you have no problems. Whether you meet armed robbers or not, it's armored to basics, so you have no problems with that. There was a time recently when we had armed robbery all over the waterways, and you know, most of the people patrolling the waterways have to be protected. So what they do is that they wear their ballistic vests and then they go inside the armored hull. And once they're inside the armored hull, they can fire as much as possible without anything affecting them.
Then the governor opens the jetty for business.
Baba oh, Baba oh, Baba oh, Oluwa da Baba say, Baba oh, Baba oh, Baba oh, Oluwa da Baba say.
And then a taste of what would-be passengers will enjoy. The makers of the armored boat Proforce Limited is a client of the Bank of Industry. So you see, it's a small world which is connected at every side. At the factory of Proforce, we discovered that they do much, much more than just boats. Nigerians do not have to import armored vehicles anymore. It's mostly quiet on Akaka Road in Oderemo in the southwestern state of Ogun State, and this suits Proforce Limited just right. The Defense Automobile Company occupies the first building on the street where they build armored personnel carriers, tactical vehicles, and they armor private vehicles, boats and helicopters. With the vehicles, the company works on order mostly for security agencies from the federal government. The vehicles are brought in and the company armors them. There's an alternative where Proforce sells an already armored vehicles.
It's not that we import vehicle in the actual sense, we import the chassis. But you see, there are some vehicle manufacturers, OEM manufacturers, that would not like to sell the chassis. And those chassis are the type of chassis we will prefer, the preferred chassis. For example, when you look at Toyota, they will just want to sell the whole vehicle. So we now remove it, make use of the chassis, and then sell the top part of the vehicle. But companies like Ford, you can buy the chassis. Isuzu, you can get a chassis to buy, things like that. And then you now start building right from the chassis right up.
The approach to armor a car affects the sides, underneath, and top of the vehicle.
We have to reinforce the suspensions because you're actually adding 1,000 kilos onto the vehicle. So it makes the vehicle very, very heavy. So we add 1,000 kilos, then we now reinforce the suspensions, we change the glass, we now reinforce all the body of the vehicle with ballistic metal. And in the case of vehicles like Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce and things like that, we reinforce it with a material called aramid. That has lower weight and it's able to sustain, it's able to, you don't have excessive weight on the chassis of that vehicle.
Proforce makes it boast in using quality materials for reinforcement such that their client's property can withstand even an attack from AK-47. And this is just one advantage a Nigerian has over anyone importing an armored vehicle.
You are sure what you are getting. You can always come here and come and inspect your vehicle when it's been armored. Number two, it's cheaper than the imported vehicles. Number three, we understand the terrain, the road network, the potholes, and the unevenness of the roads. So the type of suspensions we have ordered are reinforced suspensions for armored vehicles for the Nigerian roads.
Not forgetting the after-sales services which the company offers its clients. For 3 years now, the Bank of Industry has been supporting this 6-year-old dream to provide security and peace of mind to both public and private persons.
They gave us working capital. That is how come we're able to have some of the products on ground. Or else, because you see, that's the edge the armored vehicles abroad had over us, because we didn't have vehicles on ground. But now that we have vehicles on ground, we can compete favorably with them.
About 150 staff strength and counting, with the anticipation of more demand and branches in other parts of the country. Production is also expected to be easier with the constant introduction of new machines into the process.